We're back in my conservatory with slightly more of my hand than usual today. And here's what we got so far. It is now day 11 of me trying to get all these done before November starts. And according to the spreadsheet I made, we're 12 behind? It might be more today, I'm not sure I updated it. 12 behind where we need to be. And this is counting everything as one model, including the bikes and this guy here. I'm quite happy with how everything's looking, but I am very slow. I just haven't had. I don't even know if it's that I haven't had much time, or if I just hadn't a couple of days. I've got to say, doing this. I were kind of, I don't know. I were kind of getting a little burnt out on painting before I started this. And it's actually reinvigorated me. I love this guy's, the pointy thing I put on the wrong way around. And a few of these guys are built great. The painting's rough on all of them. And not rough, just not, I didn't do anything precise that were part of this. Oh, these stupid knives here. This is like the main place. Actually, this is a topic. I held up a finger in front of the camera, and then I wanted you to be able to see I was doing that. Anyway, yeah, these guys are the most fragile thing I've ever painted. I've done a few of the weird Lord of the Rings ones because I found those before I found my Dark Elder. This guy's, we've seen this guy, but it's still my favorite one. We've seen this guy as well. Can we get someone new up here? Look at this guy. Did a little bit of edge highlighting on this guy. Some bad edge highlighting here, but on the middle horn it's quite good. That were out of focus the whole time, wasn't it? Yeah, these I've out of everything I've built, these guys are incredibly fragile. Part of it's that they're built very fragile to start with. Part of it's that over the years and over the glue incidents that have happened to them, bits of them aren't attached into their proper sockets anymore. They won't fit. I didn't file them out well enough, so there's still bits of glue in there. So they're kind of hanging by threads before you even start. When that happens, we obviously need to take the part off and glue them back together, and then we can't paint them that day. We gotta move on, do someone else. I do like them. But yeah, those knives are like, I hate those. And if I were to go back and do this again, I wouldn't have bothered sticking those on because they're horrible. I think it's all the old ones. I don't think it's the new ones, but the main place these guys will break. Well, the heads will fall off, their arms will fall off, and the handle of the knife will fall off. So a lot of them have like improvised knife handles. I don't know why I turned him around. He has very bright trousers. That looks like a mistake, and it probably is. They have very pronounced butts, these Dark Elder. And I approve of that. Oh, also the little horns get bent a lot, but I kind of like it when the horns are straight. And a few of those are broke, but again, I don't mind that. That looks like battle damage. Them carrying around a knife with no handle, just a knife blade somehow attached to their legs. That is a problem. I think one of these guys does have just the knife blade attached to him somewhere. Oh, it might be one of the ones that's almost finished. We've also had a casualty. This is one of the metal ones. It turned out they were only ever attached by just the foot. And it was weaker than I thought. When I picked them up, it was they were kind of listing. And I, probingly tried to recenter them, and yeah, they weren't attached by much. That wasn't my fault. Don't know how to fix this. This will be an absolute pain in the ass to glue them back on. Oh, it does mean that I'm kind of free to use a different. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I'm probably not going to bother, and I'm just going to remove them from the count, and then we'll think about them some other time. I'm sorry. They're the one with the weirdo gun as well. They're the only one with a different gun, I think, out of all the metal ones. They're dead. On better news, this is the boss one, and she is finished. I thought this were a he all the way up till I showed it to someone. I don't know why. Don't know why I thought that. It's quite obvious. But I'm not sure how this is looking on the video. The video's not great. They've got the weirdo hairdryer gun, and they got this big wonky staff. That's part of the model. We can't do anything about that. I quite like how they've turned out. I feel like this cape is like an 8 out of 10 cape for me. This is a close to peak cape. This is about as well as I can do a cape. And it don't quite look right. I think I've done too many layers of like shading and stuff, and it just don't look right on a character this cartoony. Someone painted this cartoony. The autofocus doesn't like the face, which is a shame. Can we bring someone else up here to help? Absolutely. No, that's not helping at all. It seems to have made it worse. You go away. What about this guy? No, never mind. Well, you just have to believe me. I'm quite happy with how I did the face. I'm normally very bad at faces. I didn't do their eyes or anything because it's too small and we're not doing anything too difficult here. We're using the garbage brushes. We're using this. This is what we're dealing with. We got 3 Citadel starter brushes in this. I'm not sure if this is the one I showed last time or if it was this one. But we got a few. Let's get those out of the way. Anyway, the last bit of news. I was going to do like a step-by-step, but that'll have to be another time. Because I'm not feeling it today. I'm just kind of down today. I'm going to do 1 or 2 of them. I've got a few very close to finishing. But the other news is, I have found most of the parts of this, I believe. I've got like almost everything here. The only bits I'm missing are the arms of some of the arms of the crew. I think I'm missing 1 arm actually, and 2 hands. I don't know where the hands have gone. They're not attached to anything that I can see. They're definitely not attached to the arms. So we got hands though. We got spares. And we're missing 1 arm we can easily replace. So maybe we will try and do this. Maybe we will try and rebuild the flying car. I found a lot of the flying bases as well, but I've only painted these guys green and done nothing else. Actually, I did paint the faces. The day I mixed the color for faces. I don't have like a skin color, so I have to mix one and then like do the whole batch, so I don't forget how I made it. I kind of just throw all the paints in when I'm mixing them, like some kind of alchemy. But then I do forget, and then people end up looking. I mean, we could do different skin tones. That would probably be fine. Anyway, there's some flying boys. They're on very, very kind of awful translucent bases. This one's on a very small one for some reason. I've got another very small one, but I've got no one to put on it. I've got another Hellion, but his hands don't fit properly. I have no idea what's wrong with my other Hellion. He's very strange, and he's not glued together, and someone's like painted him brown, and then they just gave me him. This was years ago. I remember some kid just came up to me and went, you do Dark Elder, right? Here you go. And then just dumped this weird broken man on me and left. We haven't rebuilt him yet. These flying bases, I don't know if it's notorious how horrible they are, but I feel like it should be. The Hellions are the only thing I've ever seen fit on these, but they use the same bases for everything. So you'd have to glue them on, but even then it was like incredibly precarious, and they'd snap right at the top. So not only would they break, but they'd break only like the little bit at the end that you're supposed to plug into a hole on the bottom of them would break off, which would just mean you no longer had a hole to plug the flying bases into the model. It was full. And they're just Yeah, they're not good. Don't like them. But for the Hellions, they actually work. The Hellions are the only thing ever. I think the tiny ones are probably the ones the Hellions are supposed to use, but we can have Hellions at different heights now. And that's cool. We like that. Anyway, I think that's about all for today. Most of the units with skin visible have now had the skin painted. Ooh, also, this guy, he's also finished. I don't know where he came from, but here he is. Ooh, does that mean we're one more than I thought we were? Are we at 16 and not 15? That's cool. That means I'm only 11 behind. I'll have to update the spreadsheet. Yeah, these guys are all... Without looking at the models again, with only my old paint scheme, I didn't realise how few clothes this lady was wearing. Well, we know now. Oh, I've got these guys as well. And I did their skin. I painted them blue first. I did that for all of them because I thought it'd make like interesting highlights, and then I could always go back over it. I'm doing hand gestures again. I could always go back over it, and then just clean up any bits where it looked weird. But on these guys, I kind of left most of the. I just did one coat, and it's made them really weird and grey. I love it. This is doing nothing complicated. It's one coat of quite thin skin tone and one coat of blue as a base. These are weird gimplets. They're actually, these turn invisible, I think, is their, like, thing. The ultimate bottom. Anyway, yeah, that's all for today. We got nothing else. Ooh, one thing else. Just talking about last time I showed off some of my admechs. I wasn't planning to get many. I just kind of like the ones that look like cowboys, but I did get another one. That did happen. No plans to paint him yet, but I saw this stupid boy on this chicken walker with a long stick as his weapon that like still can barely reach anyone on ground level. If they're duck, he can't do anything to him. And I love him. This was a pain in the ass to put together, and it is missing like a wire, I think, because I just couldn't. Yeah, on this leg, I'd put the bloody legs on backwards anyway, so I had to change everything to fit the two wires I got in, and then the third were completely separate from the others. This leg I got all the wires in. The one completely separate from the others. Really weird and curvy. I could not find out it were meant to fit. Doesn't seat properly on either side. So, he's fine. The robot's built out of garbage. These guys live in a junkyard. Build robots out of garbage. It's missing a wire. It works fine. Yeah, that's all. Just want to show off big. This would be by far the biggest thing I've ever done. Never painted a vehicle. Unless you count that, which I wouldn't. I wouldn't count that as painted. About a quarter of it's painted. Badly. That's me for today, folks. I did mean for these to be more frequent, but I do try and do them when everyone's out. And everyone wasn't out. We'll see. Maybe I'll warn my housemates in the future. Hey, don't come in. I'm recording. It's just I know someone's gonna walk in, and I'm weird. This obviously should tell you. I'm really weird about being seen on camera on YouTube, and I'm also kind of weird about showing someone else on camera on YouTube. Maybe we'll overcome this at some point in the future. But until then, I'm not going to risk anyone else walking into my video. Yeah, don't know why I took that digression. Thanks for being here. That's today's one. Maybe next time I will do a step-by-step on how we achieve such beautiful lads as these. And I've tried to do one last thing. I've tried to do little bits different on all of them, and I love it. Not all of them, but a lot of them have like just a tiny little bit of difference, just slightly different hues to them, different colored horns. I don't know. This guy looks horrible. This is my worst one by a mile. I did him way too red, and also something is wrong with his head. I don't know what he's covered in, but I've painted over it now, so it's stuck there. And he looks awful. Look at that guy out here. This guy's got these poses horrible. His arms won't attach properly. Sometimes when I start painting these, I find out that just bits of them are not on right. But, like, this is one of my best painted ones. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing it very fashionably, as he's painted excellently, if I say so myself. Lots of unicorns. That was important to me. I kind of like the broken shoulder pads. One of the spikes broke off on both of them. This wasn't me. It just happened naturally. It's the same spike on both shoulders. It looks cool. I like him. Anyway, that's all. I've got to stop not stopping the video and start stopping the video. So like, comment, and subscribe.